If you're watching this, you've most likely played or at least heard of Geometry Dash. That simple cube game where you go do. While this 3D action platformer may seem like a funny and innocent game where your only goal is to avoid obstacles, what if I told you it was actually Swedish propaganda? This is the untold story of Geometry Dash and its real purpose. For all this to make sense, let's briefly go over some history. The date is February 23rd, 1987. A seemingly cute and innocent baby named Robert Nicholas Christian Tapala was born in Sweden. Robert would grow up as a fairly normal child. He was born at a young age, was unable to eat by himself, and cried a lot in his first few minutes of life. At university, Robtop decided he would study civil engineering and game design, as well as secretly studying politics so he could become a politician and maybe president. I said secretly, so you can't disprove me. One random day in his dorm room, he decided to create a company called Robtop Games to release his widely popular Boomlings and later on Geometry Dash. Following GD's release on August 13th of 2013, it began brainwashing young minds with its addictive and dopamine-releasing nature. The main level's bright colors made the hypnotizing process even stronger. Robtop's plan was working. What's the plan, you might ask? To get people on his side so he can dictate and gain support for the Swedish government he would soon work for. Not only that, but since there was a full version of GD that cost real money, the game served as a support for capitalism, as well as the Marxist belief on social inequality in modern society. After almost monthly updates to GD, people were wondering why 2.1 was taking so long. While this isn't confirmed, what if the reason it took forever is because Robtop was taking his finals in uni? Eventually though, 2.1 released. People were happy, blah blah blah. This video is about GD being planted by Sweden. 2.1 took a little over a year to release, but 2.2 took over 7. Again, not confirming anything, but maybe Rob was busy becoming a politician and president. What's my evidence? Well, he released this camera control preview to his channel of now over 12 million subscribers. What if this was hinting that he wants to spy on the population when he becomes president? Come on, like every government is monitoring us now. During the lengthy wait for 2.2, people gave Robtop the benefit of the doubt and supported him, showing their love for the Swedish game developer. This is how a dictator is born. Make people think you'll do good immediately after being elected, and when you're in power, break your promise and destroy your nation. The 2.2 delays had to be on purpose. But eventually the update did release in December of 2023, and one of its new features was the swingcopter. Do you see what I see? No? Yeah, fair, it's literally a normal game mode. But it strongly resembles a CCTV camera, something that could be used to secretly watch over someone. Robtop likely wasn't planning to become a good president, but rather an evil dictator like Kim Jong-un. He obviously isn't involved in Geometry Dash. He goes to the gym, and no real Geometry Dasher works out, let alone goes outside. The icon on GD's logo isn't blue and yellow for no reason. It's the same color as the Sweden flag. This serves as more evidence that the game was planted. Sweden wants everyone, regardless of nationality, to always think about them and support them and only them. This brings me to my next point about 2.21 taking forever. Robtop mainly just adds new gauntlets every few weeks, and he's likely using this to distract us from the devastating future that awaits. What will Rob do when he's in power? We don't know. That's the scariest part. But it can't be good since he fails to keep promises about this cube game. Now, let's say you don't want to support this evil, conspiring man. The first thing you should do is quit and uninstall Geometry Dash, and tell your non-existent friends to do the same. Now you're going to post about Robtop's secret dictation plans to social media to raise awareness, because we can't let this get out of hand. There have already been numerous victims in this government prop. Let's look at one of them.
Since I discovered GD, I've been so addicted that I skip meals and even lose hours of sleep. I have well over 2,000 hours and I can't go a day without this game.
That is very unfortunate to hear. Why should we boycott Geometry Dash?
Because it plants fears of normal worldly things into players, such as the fear of grass, girls, etc. These fears are regular things we'll eventually face in our adulthood, meaning we must overcome them now.
Okay, thank you, sir. Alright, thanks for watching and thanks to these people for helping out on this video. Okay.